They say blood is thicker than water. But in the Brown family, blood is currently being weighed against the price of soil. Paedon Brown. It's all gone. Every cent. Every acre. It's not ours anymore. It belongs to one person, and it's not any of us. A bombshell allegation has rocked the foundations of reality TV's most famous polygamous family. Paedon Brown, the outspoken son of Christine and Kody, has gone public with a claim that changes everything. A secret inheritance plan that leaves 13 children in the cold, while centering the entire family empire on one successor, Solomon. Is this a father securing a legacy, or a final act of betrayal? Tonight, we peel back the layers of the inheritance war. Stay tuned, the secret legal filing that started it all, revealed in 10 minutes. The drama didn't start in a courtroom. It started on a live stream. Paedon Brown, never one to shy away from the spotlight, dropped a cryptic hint that sent the Sister Wives subreddit into a frenzy. The allegation. Paedon suggests that Kody has restructured his estate. In the world of plural marriage, assets are often tangled. But according to these new claims, Kody has utilized a private trust to ensure that the bulk of the remaining assets, including the controversial Coyote Pass parcels, are earmarked for Solomon, Robyn's eldest biological son with Kody. To understand the weight of this, we have to look at the numbers. Legal analyst. In a traditional marriage, probate is straightforward. In a family with 4 wives, only one of whom was ever legally married at a time, the legal standing of the children varies wildly. If Kody places assets in a trust for Solomon, the other 13 children have almost no legal recourse to claim their share. Is this a surprise? If we look back at season 14, the cracks were already there. Kody's obsession with a legacy home was always about consolidation. Fans remember the 2020 episodes where Kody grew increasingly frustrated with the rebellion of his older children. Community reaction. Reddit user, Sister Wives Sleuth. Kody has been signaling this for years. He rewards loyalty with resources. Solomon is the symbol of his new life with Robyn. The Og 13 are just ghosts of his past. Solomon Brown. To the viewers, he is a quiet child caught in the crossfire. But in the eyes of the law, he is becoming the focal point of a multi-million-dollar estate. Why Solomon? Inside sources suggest that Kody views Solomon as the clean slate. Unlike the older children who have publicly criticized Kody's leadership, Solomon remains under the direct influence of the legal wife, Robyn. Psychological profile. This isn't just about money. It's about control. By naming Solomon the sole heir, Kody is effectively de-inheriting the wives who left him. It's the ultimate financial punishment for what he perceives as a lack of loyalty. How do the other 13 react? Logan has distanced himself. Gwen is vocal. But Paedon is the one sounding the alarm. Paedon Brown. We were told we were building something for the whole family. We weren't. We were building a kingdom for one king and his chosen prince. The financial implications are staggering. Between TLC contracts, book deals, and the land, the Brown Empire is valued in the millions. If the Og 13 are truly left out, we are looking at the largest public family feud in reality TV history. Coming up, the document that proves Kody's signature was on a transfer of deed as recently as 6 months ago. If these allegations hold true, the Sister wives, legacy is dead. It is no longer a story of plural marriage, it is a story of corporate restructuring. Legal, potential lawsuits from the original wives, Janelle and Christine, regarding unjust enrichment on the Coyote Pass property. Social, a permanent divide in the family. The Christmas reunions are a thing of the past. Financial, the Robyn and Kody brand may suffer as fans turn away from what they perceive as greed. The irony, in trying to protect his legacy through Solomon, Kody may have ensured that there is no family left to inherit it. As the sun sets over the mountains of Flagstaff, the land sits empty. No houses, no laughter, just a "no trespassing" sign and a stack of legal papers. Paedon Brown has fired the first shot. Solomon remains silent. And Kody continues to build a wall, both literal and figurative, around his chosen few. In the end, you can't take it with you. But you can certainly leave a mess behind. The inheritance war has just begun. And in this family, nobody wins. Let's deep dive in full details. Sister Wives premiered in 2010 on TLC, introducing audiences to the polygamist household of Kody Brown, his wives, and their children. At the start, Kody was legally married to Meri Brown, spiritually married to Janelle Brown and Christine Brown, and later spiritually married to Robyn Brown. Together, they raised 18 children. The Browns were open about their faith, aligning themselves with fundamentalist Mormon beliefs, influenced by the Apostolic United Brethren tradition, though not formally representing the institution publicly. In early seasons, Kody described plural marriage as a calling, saying, "Love should be multiplied, not divided." That principle defined their identity. But over the years, the unity shown on camera began to crack. In 2014, a pivotal moment aired. Kody legally divorced Meri so he could legally marry Robyn. The stated reason was to adopt Robyn's 3 children from a previous marriage. On camera, Kody said, "This is just paperwork." But legally, it was far more than paperwork. Under Arizona law, a legal spouse holds automatic inheritance rights unless a will states otherwise. When Kody married Robyn legally, she became his lawful spouse in the eyes of the state. That distinction matters. Because if someone dies intestate in Arizona, meaning without a will, community property generally passes to the surviving spouse. The shift restructured the family's legal power dynamics overnight. And fans noticed. In 2018, the Browns relocated from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona. They purchased several parcels of land known as Coyote Pass. Property records confirm that ownership of the parcels was divided among Kody and different wives in varying combinations. Some deeds listed Kody and Robyn. Others included Janelle or Christine. At the time, Christine said on the show, "I just want my piece of land." But by 2021, Christine announced her departure from the marriage. In 2022, Janelle separated. In 2023, Meri confirmed the end of her spiritual union with Kody. That left Robyn as the only remaining partner. And legally, the only wife. Years later, during an online interview appearance, Paedon Brown, son of Christine and Kody, made a claim that spread rapidly across social media. Paedon alleged that Kody had structured his estate in a way that would benefit Solomon, Robyn's son with Kody, above the rest of the children. Solomon is one of 2 biological children Kody shares with Robyn. While Paedon did not present documented proof, the suggestion alone ignited speculation. Was there a will? Had assets been consolidated? Were the other 13 children being excluded? The Brown family has not publicly released any verified estate documents. But the allegation struck a nerve because of context. Over recent seasons, several adult children have publicly expressed feeling emotionally distanced from their father. In season 17, Kody's strained relationship with sons Gabriel and Garrison became central to the storyline. Kody stated on camera, "Respect goes both ways." Gabriel responded emotionally in a confessional, recounting a missed birthday call. These moments created a narrative of favoritism, whether intentional or perceived. Solomon, still a minor, has largely remained shielded from public conflict. But online communities began connecting dots. If Robyn is the legal spouse, if community property laws apply, if there is a will naming specific beneficiaries, then what becomes of the other children? Let's pause speculation and examine the law. In Arizona, community property is shared equally between spouses. A spouse can leave their half of community property to anyone through a valid will. Separate property can also be distributed according to a will. Children do not automatically inherit if a spouse survives, unless specified. If Kody were to pass without a will, Robyn could inherit a significant portion by default. However, if a will exists dividing assets among children, that would override default intestacy rules. Estate planning attorneys often advise individuals in large families to create detailed trusts to avoid disputes. Without confirmed documents, public claims remain unverified. Reddit threads exploded. One top comment read, "If he really left everything to one child, that contradicts everything he preached about plural family unity." On Facebook fan groups, opinions divided sharply. Some defended Kody, arguing estate planning is private. Others accused him of emotional favoritism becoming financial favoritism. YouTube commentary channels dissected past episodes, replaying moments where Kody prioritized time at Robyn's house during COVID restrictions. The phrase, "Robyn's household," became shorthand for perceived imbalance. The emotional undertone was clear. Fans were not just debating money. They were debating fairness. Looking back at early seasons, Kody frequently spoke about equality. In season 2, he stated, "I don't have a favorite wife." But in later seasons, Christine openly challenged that narrative. She said in a confessional, "It doesn't feel equal." Janelle echoed similar concerns about financial transparency. These past admissions fuel present suspicion. When a family brand is built on shared sacrifice, even the suggestion of unequal inheritance feels like betrayal. Beyond legal frameworks lies something more fragile. Legacy. If one child is perceived to be favored financially, sibling relationships could fracture permanently. Large blended families statistically face higher inheritance disputes, according to American Bar Association estate litigation reports. When reality television fame intersects with private estate planning, the stakes grow higher. Because perception becomes public record. Let's separate verified fact from rumor. Kody is legally married to Robyn. Arizona is a community property state. Several wives have left the plural marriage. No verified will or trust documents have been publicly released. Paedon made a public allegation, but provided no documentation. Everything else remains speculation. If estate planning favors one household, future legal disputes could emerge after Kody's passing. Contested wills often lead to probate litigation. Such cases can last years. Even without litigation, emotional estrangement could deepen. The Brown family once presented plural marriage as cooperative and abundant. If inheritance becomes divisive, it challenges the philosophical foundation they promoted for over a decade on national television. And for fans who followed the journey from Lehi, Utah to Las Vegas to Flagstaff, the story feels unfinished. At the heart of the storm is Solomon, a minor, a child born into a televised experiment. He did not choose the narrative surrounding him. And Paedon, now an adult navigating his own identity outside the family structure, may be expressing deeper frustrations about belonging. Inheritance disputes often symbolize more than money. They represent recognition, validation, love measured in legal documents. The Browns once argued that plural marriage strengthened family bonds. Now, the family stands fragmented. If estate planning proves equitable, transparency could repair some damage. If not, the legacy of this family may be defined not by unity, but by division. As viewers, we are left with unanswered questions. What is owed to each child? What does fairness look like in a plural family that no longer functions as one? And when cameras stop rolling, who controls the narrative? For now, there are no court filings, no public wills, no confirmed estate transfers, only a claim, and a family whose story continues to unfold in real time. Whose side are you on? Is Kody right to protect his youngest, or is Paedon right to expose the truth? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. We're reading every single one. And if you want the full breakdown of the Coyote Pass deed records, click the video on your screen right now. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the trial of the century.